As the country continues to reopen, renters in New York City are facing steep increases as deals and discounts that were popular during the pandemic begin to fade away. Joining us now is Bill Rudin, co-chairman and CEO of Rudin Management Company. Bill, Bill is here. He's good. It's good to see. It's good to see him. It's a great, very optimistic, and a great cheerleader for New York City.
Yes, he is.
So we always, point that out because we hear really good things from Bill. We also try and get to, maybe some of the things that aren't so great. But we're reopened, Bill. That's what's weird. It's like I keep looking for Delta variant signs that the reopening is sort of hit a bump in the road, and maybe it isn't. But there's traffic, there's people, are we fully reopened, or does it have an asterisk?
Well, first of all, good morning, all of you. Good to see you. I speak the truth, Joe. I said it back in May, the last time it was on, that we were heading into, with the vaccine rollout and other factors, heading into a very hopefully positive and reopening. And we're not fully reopened, but if you watched the U.S. Open last Sunday and you saw for those 2 weeks the thousands and thousands of people who came to New York City, and the finals, the two women were unbelievable. And then the young lady who lost, Ms. Fernandez, when she talked, you could see how upset she was, but she talked about she only hopes that she can be as resilient and strong as New York was over the last 20 years after 9/11, so she can come back and play in the Open next year and win. So that's the kind of determination and grit and optimism that I think our city has. And it's the facts. The facts are there. The announcement the other day about Google buying their building on the West Side for over $2 billion, $1.7 million. Interesting, back in 2009, all the FANG companies had some presence in New York City, about 300,000 feet. Today, it's almost 10 million feet. There you go. That's the headlines in the Journal yesterday. There's an article in the Journal today talking about how technology companies like Google, Facebook, Microsoft, have established a significant beachhead in New York. Why? Why are they here? They're here because of talent. The talent is highly educated, diverse, motivated, and those are the key things for companies to grow their business. And yes, we do hear the beeping of the horns and traffic. And people are back. The restaurants are filled. And do we have issues? Yes, we always have issues, Joe. I've always been totally open about the issues. But you had on the other day, Andrew, you interviewed the Democratic nominee for mayor, the elections in a few weeks. And he talked about his key issues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is crime. How do we deal with crime? Crime actually has been going down. But that's one of his key platforms. But he also talked about how to operate and run the city in a much more manageable way. We all had to do that during COVID. We had to look at our operating expenses. And this mayor-elect or Democratic nominee has talked about business and how important business is and having to work together with government, create jobs, create economic opportunity, because the things that we want to do as a progressive city can only get financed if people are here and working and creating jobs.